everybody. This is a short video going over kind of our last few things we need to discuss in English 988 for your Grammar 3.3 assignment. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this video camera because it does sometimes require a whole lot of bandwidth in order to download and watch it, and I don't want that to mess up as you're seeing this last video. But like always, we start off with a context clue. So, although they had needed to talk for some time now, there was little chance of it tete-a-tete with Peter in the busy hallway at work. Does tete-a-tete mean a private conversation, an open discussion, show of force, or a position of ignoring? As you go through and start looking for the clues the author has left within a sentence, you know that they have needed to talk for some time, there was little chance of being able to do it, and a busy hallway at work. And so we know that it can't be an open discussion if we're worried about it in a busy hallway, right? Because that could happen at any time. That wouldn't be a big deal. Show of force makes absolutely no sense at all. A position of ignoring also makes absolutely no sense at all. And so that leaves tete-a-tete to mean a private conversation. All right, so we're going to go over, I think there's 6 sets of commonly misused words. We're going to go over 3, let you look through some examples, and we're going to go over 3 more and let you look through those examples. So one of the big ones that we have is there, and there. And that's one, with all of these actually, it just takes a little bit of time and kind of memorizing to get it into some muscle memory. Anytime that we're dealing with there, T-H-E-I-R, we're talking about people. When we're talking there, T-H-E-R-E, we're talking about a place. Well, that would help if I spelled it right. And then last, whenever we're talking T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, that's your contraction. And so it's anywhere that you can say they are. And so as you're going through and looking at which there should be used, think about, are we talking people, are we talking place, or are we talking they are? They are my favorite people. They are my favorite people. There is an empty spot. Like over there, and I can point with my finger. And then last, their dinner is ready. We're talking people, their dinner is ready. Another one that is commonly misused is it's and IT apostrophe S, it's. And it's weird because typically when we see apostrophe S, we're thinking possession, right? But with IT apostrophe S, we're actually talking about it is. It's a contraction, which means by default, anytime we're talking it's, ITS, we're talking possession. Now, it's going to be backwards for a little bit, and this is why it's so confusing. But if I can say it is, I'm talking IT apostrophe S. It is ready. IT apostrophe S ready. It's would be anytime you own, possess, control something. And then last we have 2, 2, and 2. The last one, TWO, of course, is talking the number. So anytime we're using TWO, we're talking not 1, but 2. Not 3, but 2. TOO is often used to mean also or in addition. And then TO can be used in a whole bunch of places, but a prepositional phrase or infinitive phrase is usually the most common. So let's look at some examples, and so you can start kind of picking these apart. The band likes to play their original song. Well, we know it's not they are, right? Because that makes no sense at all. So we can cross that one out. And then we're trying to decide, are we talking THERE, a place, or are we talking THEIR, a person? And since we're talking the band, we're talking their song, we're talking THEIR. I'm going to go ahead and let you pause and work through 2 through 8, and then we'll compare answers. All right, 2, THEY''re, flying kites in the park. They are flying kites in the park. Don't go there, and see how you can point with your finger? Don't go there, THERE. IT''S, important to finish your homework. It is important to finish your homework. See the contraction? The Earth rotates on its axis. Your brain wants to use that apostrophe, doesn't it? But in order to show possession with this one weird word, it is ITS. I want to go to the mall, TO, and there you have your prepositional phrase. To is your preposition, the mall is the noun, to the mall is your prepositional phrase. I need 2 hours to get ready, TWO, not 1 hour, not 3 hours, but 2 hours. And I am really tired too, TOO. I am really tired also. Next, remember, because I told you we were breaking these up into 2 sets, we have affect, effect, we have past versus past, and we have then versus than. So when we're talking affect versus effect, effect is a noun. Affect is a verb. So one is going to be addressing how it kind of makes you feel. I can't even do it. The effect of the song, and then effect is dealing with something that you're seeing happen. We have past versus past, and there we're talking about kind of future past, P-A-S-T, versus past as in going around or going around. And then we have then versus than. Then is talking in sequence. I'm going to do this, then something else will happen. Than is kind of comparing and contrasting one versus another. So let's look at some examples so you can kind of see what it looks like. Another drought will affect or effect the wheat crop. The movie had a big effect or effect on her. The summer days passed quickly. Carlos stayed up past midnight. The pitcher is prettier than or than the others. And the game was tied, then than our team scored. Go ahead and press pause. Pick the correct one for 1 through 6, and then we'll talk about the answers. Another drought will affect the wheat crop. And see how we've got will affect. We're talking, what is that? Future perfect tense. The movie had a big effect on her. The summer days passed quickly. Carlos stayed up past midnight. The pitcher's prettier than the others. We're comparing and contrasting. And the game was tied, then our team scored. See how we're showing time? All right. Last, we need to talk about spelling. And this is something that it's still a standard in English 988. However, most of the work that you're doing in your English classes or your other classes, and as you move on into your occupation, you're going to be using your computer, you're going to be using Word, you're going to have ways to identify spelling mistakes and fix them fairly easily. But I want you to get used to reading through and double checking, especially since sometimes we can misspell a word that is still spelled like another word, so spelling check won't catch it. You've got to get used to double checking yourself as well, because the computer tools are great, but they don't give you a 100% answer. My neighbor is not a nice man. He yells at my dog every chance he gets. As you read through this one time, you may not even notice the error, but as you start looking at it slowly, which is what you have to do as you revise and edit, I hope that you notice that your keys got out of place here and neighbor is misspelled. And so you can go back in and fix this. Again, it will be something Word probably will catch, But sometimes we flip some letters around and it will spell out another word, and so we won't actually see it until we slowly read over it. So look for spelling errors like this as you're going through 2 through 5, and we'll talk about how to fix it in just a moment. All right, I hope you paused it so you could look through. Number 2, during the beginning of the semester, I was worried about the workload expected. Again, not real easy to catch the error, but if you look right here, beginning should have more than one N. So there's your error. Everybody needs to calm down and take a deep breath. We've got everybody missing an E. Is it possible to earn all A's this semester? Possible should have more than one S. Around the corner is a great place to quietly study, and we've got one too many R's and around. That's everything I've got for you. I hope that you have a great week. You reach out to me through email or phone if you have any questions, and I will be happy to help you.